Hello everybody, Jackson here from the Wall Squad. Today we'll be talking about the new variant news. So we're not going to be looking at the science nor the politics. We're just going to be looking at some companies that will be very directly affected if the news is serious and we are waiting for another lockdown or quarantine, right? So first off is Carnival Cruise Lines, of course, because can't run a cruise line business in a time of viruses, right? You can see just in March of 2020, the stock fell from 49 to 50 to $7 within a month and a half, or more like 2 months, right? So that happened in 2 months where the stock fell 85%. And since that $7 low in March, the stock has, of course, grown. Right now we're up 142% above that area, at one point over 280%. So what I'm trying to talk about today is if we could find more stocks like this in that area, right? This general area, then we should buy them and just hold on to them, because stocks like Carnival Cruise Lines or stocks in general, they don't fail usually without a fight, right? They try to put up a fight. They don't want to go out of business. Then the CEO, loses money. All the shareholders lose money. All the workers lose their jobs, right? It's just a bad thing all around. So whenever these companies, especially risky companies, tank within days, it's always best to pick up a couple shares as a risky trade, just because you don't think the company's going to go under. That's worst case scenario, right? The risk to reward is greatly in your favor, considering you're buying at 7 and it's going to 21. The most you could lose is 7, right? So it's a 1 to 3 trade. So this is Carnival Cruise Lines, and right now we're checking the 5-day chart. You can see from $18.50. What day was this? The 24th, and then Black Friday, we're down 11%, and since that day we're still down 10%, right? Since a little recovery today. So what we need to watch out for is waiting for it to fall lower, or wait for other companies to fall lower and we buy them up, just like this chart here in March 2020, buying a couple shares and you could have tripled your money, right? Carnival Cruise Lines is one example. Another one is another cruise line. That's Norwegian Cruise Lines, right? Same thing happened here. Fell to $8-9, went up to 32, now down a little bit, now at 20. So anytime you bought within a month after this time, even if it was at the very bottom, 690, or at 17, you still would have made money. So it's not about exactly what you buy, it's about when you buy it, right? You can buy the worst company in the world, but if you get at a tremendous discount, it will eventually go up at least a little bit, right? Not like 10-20%, like I'm talking 100. If it stock drops from 60 to 6, you better expect at least a relief jump, right? That makes sense. So you have to look out for these types of stocks. Norwegian Cruise Lines is another one. Then we have all those airlines, right? American Airlines, Southwest. But we'll also be looking at Boeing. Airlines are a tricky business in general, but Boeing is that type of company that just can't really fall apart. It won't go under. It's too tied to the government. So of course it did get bailed out, right? A lot of these companies got bailed out, if not all of them. But anyways, you can see within the months, little month or maybe 2 of buying Boeing at 150 to 190, right? You could buy that any time within that, and you could have doubled your money at least, if not tripled, right? So Boeing's another one, and then the travel companies like Booking, which did fall quite a bit. We can see right here from the high of 2100, it fell 44%, so less than the others, but has since came back, double. And if what we're simply waiting for is another downturn, right? Going from this price to around here. And that's a lot to ask for. and that's worst case scenario, right? Worst case scenario being absolute zero, but that won't happen. Um, what might happen, but probably won't, is this, where the stock continues to fall, new variant rolls out, and the market tanks along with all these travel, airline, cruise line stocks. So it's not something to, expect, but it's something to look out for. That's it. And a very interesting pick would be Airbnb, just because it IPO'd before COVID, or I'm sorry, after COVID, so it hasn't really felt the effects. Of course, the underlying business has, but the stock chart does not show any movement since the crash of 2020. So we are seeing, an untouched stock in a travel market. So it'll be very exciting and interesting to see how Airbnb is affected. Right away, you can see just this little dip here from 206 to 170 just based on this news. So it's just stuff to look out for, not necessarily expect or wait to happen. But these travel stocks and cruise line stocks and airline stocks and plane manufacturers, they're all going to be directly affected. Every company will be directly affected. These companies more than others, right? Apple, Coca-Cola, they will be, of course, hurt by the COVID variant, but they won't get their business shut down like Carnival Cruise Lines or Norwegian Cruise Lines or Airbnb. So just look out for these stocks, these five especially: Carnival Cruise Lines, Norwegian Cruise Lines, Boeing, Booking Holdings, and Airbnb. Of course, there's many others, but these are just five to look out for. I hope this video helps, and I hope the COVID variant, of course, doesn't come out to be even worse. It's not something to expect. It's just something to, look out for. Please subscribe if you like this video, and like it as well. We come out with videos every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Thanks for watching, and until next time.